guys, Jen here with Living, Laughing, Crafting with Crones, and I am back at you today with another haul. Now, a couple of these things are from Amazon, the rest are from the dollar store, and I thought we would go through them. So, I signed up for a new course on Teachable, taught by Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter. I own almost all of her courses, and I just signed up for the colored pencil course. So in that course we needed a couple of things. There's the other thing I was missing. We needed a couple of things, one of them being a hard pencil. Now I have 1,000,001 pencil crayons, but I do not have a hard pencil crayon because I like soft. So I bought a pack of Prismacolor Verithins, which I did open them, but I haven't sharpened any of them yet. They open kind of neat. Let me show you. So you just open the bottom and you give them a little tug, and then the top flips back. I hope I'm in frame. This is hard to do. And then you just do this, and you can flip the bottom back up, and then it becomes its own stand, which is quite neat. So there's 36 in that set, and on Amazon I only paid, I believe, 20 some odd dollars. At Michael's yesterday I checked, it was like 54 or something to that effect. So it was very, very pricey. Okay, so I guess we will just continue on with what's easiest and what I bought for the class. And I will link the code for Lindsay's channel, the video where she announces, because it's her birthday sale. So her courses are all 48% off at the right now for the next month. So I thought I'd mention that, and I will link it in the description. Clear gesso was on the list of things that I needed to buy, as was workable fixative. This was hard to find. They didn't have it at Walmart. They didn't have it at Home Depot. I found this at Michael's, and I actually found it on clearance for $5, which was a pretty great deal for me. I also needed things like solvents, but I owned those. The last thing I needed for the class, and black paper, but I owned that as well, and drawing paper, was this Strathmore Toned Hand Mixed Media paper. So we are going to give that a go. I have used this paper in the past. It is very nice. Now, we'll move on to the dollar store stuff, because it's kind of in front of me. So, after I throw it all on the ground. This is also a mixed media pad. I found this at the dollar store today. It's 9 by 12, acid free. It does not tell me the weight of the paper, but it definitely has a little weight to it. I wouldn't call that 65 pounds. See, this mixed media, the tan tone is 184 pounds. I'd say this maybe is 90-pound paper, would be my guess. And there's 50 sheets in it, and I believe it was $4. Then I found these. These are acrylic paint markers. I do already own a set, a different set, but I thought I would give these a try. They had two sets, a bigger set and a smaller set. They each only had 12 though. They just had different tips. So I got the one with the smaller tips, and you can see this one was $5 as well. Then I found these, and I don't know if these are alcohol based, if they're water based. I honest to God have no idea. It doesn't say on them. It simply says metallic brush pens. And then it says 8 colors. They were $3 a package. On the back it just says Dollarama, Montreal, Quebec, made in China, choking hazard, small parts, not for kids under 3, and 2mm, and a picture of the brush. But it doesn't tell me if they're alcohol, if they're water, but we'll find out pretty quickly. So those are kind of blues and purples, some oranges and yellows, a silver and a black it looks like, some greens and teals, and some reds, pinks, and purples. So these were the all the shades they had, so I bought them all 4. And then I spotted this last time I was at the dollar store, and I didn't get it, and then I was kicking myself, so I bought it this time. They do have one other set that's just basic colors, which I might grab eventually. but I need to get a case to put my gel pens in. And this was, I believe, $4.50 for these gel pens. So the top row is glitter, the bottom row is pastels. They're a 0.7 millimeter, and there is 24 gel pens in here. Now, for the bigger purchase, this is a new set of markers. Go figure, yes, I have a small marker obsession, if you only seen how many I own. These are the Abier. I am not sure if I'm saying that right. 168 piece. Now, if I'm not wrong, that's not what the Amazon listed them as. The Amazon listing listed them under a different name. Anyway, there's 168 markers in here. They're bullet tips. I just took them out of the box. I haven't even looked at them yet. I just took them out of the Amazon box. They're bullet nibbed, and I wanted them for coloring. When I'm coloring tiny details, I wanted that bullet nib. And it was cheaper. The Ohuhu bullet nibs just weren't in my budget at about $200. So, fingers crossed, guys. Let's take a look. These had some pretty good reviews. Oh my god. I hate this. Why do marker companies do this? Now I'm going to have to divide all of these to swatch them. Like, I'm going to have to take one out, write down the number, swatch it, set it aside. Take one out, write down the number, set it aside. Until I get them all done, and then I can put them back. Why do you do this? That's so unfair. Oh yeah, the name is on it. Maybe I was just reading the name wrong on Amazon. So there's the nib, if you can see that. The fine nib. And there's our chisel. Let's give this a little whirl. Let's grab a little bit of paper here. Let's just give these a quick whirl. See what we think. Okay, a little streaky, but I really just wanted these for the bullet nibs. I don't really color with the chisel very much. Okay, I like the bullet. Let's see what happens if we add a second layer on the green. If we get rid of our streaks. And we did. Okay, guys, so far so good. That was only one, but that one was okay. Let's test a pink just in case. It's always nice to test a couple. Ooh, look how bright that is. I'm glad I own some pastel markers because a lot of these look very bright. And I'm glad I own skin tones because, again, I'm not so sure that those are going to be in here. But there is 168 in here. And I also wanted it, the reason I wanted it was so that, like, when I go into the hospital, I can just take this one bag of markers with me and a coloring book. I legitimately have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different bags like this of markers. Some are smaller, some are bigger, but trying to explain to my husband which ones I want can be a nightmare. So that was another part of my idea. So I'm really hoping that that's going to work out. So I'm going to swatch these, and then I'm going to do some coloring with them, and we will see how that goes. Okay, after taking a look at those, I'm definitely obviously going to have to swatch all of those and fight with them, putting them in and out of the bag. Why they can't just put dividers in the bottoms of the bag, I'll never know. But I'll definitely do that swatching off camera because that's going to be a lot of work. But let's do some swatching with these, and let's see what we got. Because I am very, very curious. So I'm just going to write... Oh gosh, I hope you guys can see this. It's so hard for me to tell. And I'll probably speed this up for you guys. I know I'm the slowest printer writer in history. All right, now, my other fear is that these are not going to have names or numbers or anything on them. And that's going to frustrate the life out of me because that makes things very difficult to swatch. And I'm not sure when companies will ever catch on that we don't like that. Kill myself with the scissors here. Honestly. There we go. There, my goodness, what an ordeal to get open a tiny little package of markers. Holy Hannah. Okay. Let's see what we're working with here. Please have names and numbers. Tape on my finger. Nope, of course not. They all just say metallic brush pen. Great. How am I supposed to swatch these? By number, I guess? If I just write, what would write on this well? A Sharpie maybe? Or a Macaron? Maybe this CD pen. How thick is this? Oh good, it's been thin. That's the one I'm going to use. This is supposed to stick to anything. It's a CD pen. It came in one of my marker kits that I bought one time. Like CD pen, really? But when's the last time somebody used or played with a CD? So I'm just going to mark the number 1 right here. And then we're going to see. I should have done that after I pulled the cap. And then we're going to see what we got. Okay, the brush does not bend. It's not real flexible like some of the other brushes. Color number 1. All right, let's do color number 2. I think these might be alcohol. They do not feel like water. I have an idea for an experiment to see if these are alcohol or water. Let's do this. Bring back our piece of paper. And we should know very quickly by trying a little blend. So you guys can see me. So let's try. They're very juicy. Nice and juicy. Ah, the cap's peg. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, did I feel pilling? Oh, maybe they are water-based. I'm going to let that dry and then see if it'll allow me to add another layer without pilling. But I think I felt it pill. So these may very well be water-based. Why can't they tell you things like this on the package? Makes no sense. See, this one doesn't feel that way. It's this one that felt like it was pilling. I don't know, guys. It's really hard to say. They kind of feel alcohol and they kind of feel water-based. It's really hard for me to tell. I'm thinking water, though. But I wouldn't hold me to it. Those are the results right there. Oops, it's wet. That's interesting. Okay, now, while that's drying, I'll finish watching all of this out later. Let's take a look at these acrylic paint markers. Sorry, guys, this is going to be such a long video, but I like when people show hauls, but I like to watch our hauls, but I like when they actually use what they got and show us how it works and kind of what it's like. So I know whether or not to buy it, obviously. And like with the markers, the big set of markers, if I do find it worth buying, it was only $58 for that many for $168. If I find it worth it, I would, of course, come back and make another video and let you guys know to go and pick them up. Okay. And again, all the stuff I'm showing you here currently is from the Dollarama, which is the Canadian dollar store. Not the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General, the Dollarama. Alright. Okay. They make everything flipping childproof. Alright. They have some upside down, some right side up. What is that? Let's dump these and take a look. Oh, nibs! Oh! Are you kidding? For $4.50? It came with spare nibs? And tweezers to change it. Look at that. Spare bullet nibs. Bullet or chisel, I think. The tweezers to help change them. Wow, you guys. Now, do these have names and numbers? Of course they don't. Step 1, shake. Step 2, press tip. Step 3, write for repeat. Okay. Press down. 2, 3. I heard you're supposed to go to 3. But it's there. Now I see ink. Oh, that color. Oh, look at that, you guys. These are going to make beautiful accents on my coloring pages, which is obviously why I bought them. Oh, I get it. Look, that's why some are upside down. This one's a chisel. This one's a bullet. This one's a really tiny little chisel. Do they give you the chisel one as well? Weird. I only see the bullets. Anyway, sorry. Don't mean to waste your time. But yeah, so there must be 6 of each because there's 12 in the box. That's really neat. I've never seen them come like that before. It's cool.
You guys, these colors are stunning. If you have a Dollarama, go right now and get these. I mean it. These are amazing. Let me compare them to my other acrylic markers. These are my acrylics from Amazon, my acrylic markers. Oh, look, they do have names on the back of the box. I just noticed, so I can actually do that. Let's do a red and a yellow, because that's what I used in that one. Now, I do really like these. They're double-ended, a brush and a tip. So there's the, is that the brush? No, okay, sorry. Here's your brush. And then here's your bullet nib. So I really like having that option. So let's try the yellow first. Oh, wow, look at that. Almost identical in color. And I paid, I think, $30 or $35 for these ones on Amazon. Mind you, there's 38 in here instead of 12. But those colors are gorgeous and very, very close. Let me try that bright red. I had the wrong red out. Don't tip over, please. Wow. Okay. So, ignore that one. These two are the new one from the dollar store. These two are my more expensive acrylic paint markers from Amazon. I could not tell the difference if you asked me. That's amazing, you guys. Those are great. Not that these ones that I have from Amazon aren't great pens, but obviously for the price, you can't beat the dollar store ones. But you're not going to get the variety of color. You're only going to obviously get 12 in a box. So I think... Oh, no, the gel pens. I was going to say, I think we reviewed everything. Nope, we didn't. We surely didn't. The gel pens. My desk is a disaster. Don't ask. I'll clean all that up after I'm done filming. All right, let's see what these are like. Bets on these are going to be dried out. What do you think? Do you think we're going to actually end up with some juicy gel pens? Because, I mean, gel pens are hard to keep juicy on a good day, let alone ones from the dollar store. Okay, let's see. Not easy to get out, are they? All right, this is the pink one. Let's see. And it's yellow. That's interesting. Oh, these are the oh, that is not what I was expecting. These are the pastels, but they're like rainbow pastels. Oh, had I known that, I would have gotten the solid colors. I'm not a real huge fan of that idea because I was expecting pink and it started coloring yellow. But if you look inside the ink, you can see there's the pink ink and there's like the greenish yellow ink. Are these even gonna run? They don't flow great, guys, I'll tell you that. And I don't know if it's just because of the ink that they've used or what, but they're not flowing wonderfully, that's for sure. They might go better with a little bit of glycerin, but this one's okay. Let's try one more from this pastel family. Yeah, that one works too. Purple and green mix. Interesting. I might have to go back and get the solid colors. Okay, now how do I get into this bottom row? Oh, whoops. Sorry guys, I was just absolutely battling with this packaging, trying to get it open. Oh gosh, why do they make adult products childproof? Oh yes, look at the difference. Now these ones flow. These are the glitters. It's that dry pastel ink that's making them not want to flow. It's definitely that. Those glitters flow beautifully, the green and the red. Beautifully. I'm definitely going to go back and get the box of solid colors for sure. I think there's, yeah, 24 gel pens in here, so I'm definitely going to do that. So, it looks like I have a huge mess to clean up and a ton of swatching to do. So, I will catch up with you guys later.
Hi guys, it's Jen, and I'm back to finish up this review. I finished up a drawing or coloring with the markers, the Abir markers. And it's the 168 set that I showed you earlier. And I've got them all swatched out. This is the picture that I did. I did get them all swatched out. So those are the swatches. And this is the final picture. Now, I did enjoy these markers. The only issue I had was getting used to the bullet nib. And it took me until the flowers to get used to the bullet nib. I colored the middle first, and then I kind of moved up to the flowers. And it kind of took me until I got to the flowers to kind of get used to the bullet and the chisel nib. I finished with a couple of Prismacolors just to straighten up some of the edges. But other than that, and do a little bit of shading down at the bottom. But other than that, I really enjoyed these markers. I would definitely recommend them for the price, for $51. They were not a bad deal at all for 168 markers. You just have to be ready to use that bullet and chisel tip as opposed to a brush nib, which is what I'm used to. But I am getting used to it. I did enjoy them. The ink is great in them. They were all nice and juicy, all the ones that I used, and I used lots. And yeah, I didn't have any problems with them. So I would definitely recommend these if you're looking for a set at a budget price of around $50 for a huge set of markers. As long as you're okay with the bullet and the chisel, I think these are a good set to go with. So that was it. Thanks you guys for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye guys.